sure you check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow One Boxing at 18% off of all their natural products from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. All right, the Philadelphia 76ers go up to the 6 and steal one. Still game 2 tonight, man. It's a reaction to game 2. Eastern Conference semifinals. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow Sports TV. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. And pretty much Philadelphia came out with better defense. They defended Kawhi a little bit different. Kawhi had 35, over 20% shooting. I think he was 13 and 24 from the field. He had a good game. Siakam had 21. He had an all right game. Wasn't the same game he had the other night. But big difference here was Raptor bench produced 5 points. And Philly got 26 off their bench. I think between Monroe, Ennis, and a couple other guys, man. They got production from their bench. Toronto didn't. Van Fleet, he ain't showed up in the playoffs yet. I know he was dealing with an injury. Norman Powell, I think, should get more minutes as the series goes on. And right now, this is just the battle between two stupid-ass coaches, man. I don't like neither one of them. Nick Nurse or Brett Brown, they both retarded, in my opinion. But Serge Ibaka ain't getting nothing today. Kyle Lowry, he was a +2, but, I mean, he still shot terrible. They should have moved him. I don't know the thinking behind not moving Kyle Lowry. They should have moved him. Even if you brought somebody in from Moutier from the Knicks, Trey Burke from the Knicks would have been better than that, even though he moved to Dallas. Any of them point guards with the Knicks, man, even if they would took a run at Dennis Smith Jr., it's better than Kyle. Kyle Lowry is just the reason why they won't be champions and the reason why Kawhi Leonard is going to be leaving to the Clippers. I can bank on that right now. He gone, regardless. Unless something drastic happen, I got the word that Kawhi Leonard gone. But shout out to Jimmy Butler, put the team on his back, had 35 points. He's a +7 tonight. And Embiid, he just don't do well versus Toronto Raptors because of the length of, with Ibaka, the length of Siakam. Gasol is still a good defender. Joel Embiid not going to be a factor in this series. There's too much athleticism and girth with Gasol. It's just too much for him. Ben Simmons, he reverted to what he is before, 7 points, 6 rebounds, whatever, his stat line. Tobias had 12, and, JJ Redick had 11. But JJ hit some timely three-pointers today. The Raptors made a run in the second half, wasn't enough. Kawhi got heated up towards the second half. He was efficient tonight, but, him and Siakam just didn't get that push from Kyle Lowry, Powell, Gasol, Ibaka. Nobody gave them that third push, and I think they're in a little bit of trouble going back to Philly. But if their coach got a brain, he'll make a few adjustments. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I understand you paying Kyle Lowry a certain amount of money, but at some point, if they get OG Aguabi back, I don't know if they get him back, I would start him and just let Kawhi and Siakam handle the ball. They just need to sit Kyle Lowry, man. He just ain't shit. I'm sorry. But they need to sit him and put Norman Powell in and bring Lowry off the bench. I think that'd be nice. And Norman Powell bring a little bit more height, length, and he can knock down shots once he get in rhythm. Playoff Lowry is amongst the worst with playoff packing P from Oklahoma City, Paul George, and terrible James Harden, who shot 30% yesterday versus the Golden State Warriors in Game 1, but won a crowd by the foul. But the scary thing about it is Philly could get a better promote. They can at least get one game from Joel Embiid. He might as well have sat out today. He can get productive. They might have a game where he go off and Ben Simmons go off. So, that might can get them 2 games right there. And if Jimmy Butler and Tobias can go off one game, that can get them another game or 2. So, Philly looking up right now, but Joel Embiid ain't needed to win this series, at least on the offensive end. His defense is going to be needed, but, I still favor Philly. I still favor Toronto in this series, but if Toronto can get game 3, I think they're going to win it in like 6. Real talk. I think they're going to win it in 6, end it in Philly or 7. But if Philly can get game 3, I think it's a totally different ball game. It's a lot of pressure on the team historically in Toronto, who ain't done well in pressure situations in the playoffs. And to get Kawhi Leonard the perfect out to ski to LA, man, I'll tell you that he going to the Clippers. But you know, Ben Simmons going to have to they're going to do something with Philly. They ain't win a championship as constructed. Either they're going to have to move Ben Simmons or they're going to have to move Joel Embiid, if not both. And I said it earlier this year. I took some flack. They should move Joel Embiid. All right. They definitely should. An injury-prone big man. You know, let him have a good season, good half a season next year, and move his ass at the trade deadline and get what you can get for him. See what the bad teams is. See if you get a top pick and some players back. Ben Simmons got to develop a jumper, but neither one of these teams, I think, gonna go win a championship regardless. You see, I think Boston is looking like, after what they done to Milwaukee, but we'll see what Budenholzer can make. But Boston is looking like the team that nobody want to see out East can beat. But personal opinion, don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. Promo code GoodFellowOnBoxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all natural products, lotion, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, much more. Website, promo code in the description. Appreciate everybody showing love. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email as well if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video request. And keep supporting us, man. And don't forget, check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze. If you email me to score the game tonight, this one right here, Raptors, Sixers, I'll give you a $10 gift certificate to The Health Blaze. So email me to score tonight and get $10. We gone.